Tiga. Nah,
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. It's the month to tour and fellow college. It is a genuine pleasure to present our research today. We are Group 4 and we stand before you to dissect the critical institution that underpin modern governance, political parties, as political science or social science students. Understanding this entities is not optional. It is fundamental to comprehending the entire democratic paradigm. Next. Okay. Next. Our team is structured to deliver a truth analysis. Allow me to introduce the member of Group 4. Myself, Rita Aprilia, serving as your moderator today. And my name Rafila.
My name Cantika Angela.
uh, my name is Naufal Fauzan Fahri.
Okay, next. Azura. Yeah. Uh, Our objective today is multifaceted. We aim to move beyond a simplistic definition and provide yeah. The objective today is multifaceted. We aim to move beyond a simplistic definition and provide a comprehensive framework covering first the theoretical function and system of political parties globally. Second, the legal mandates and structural impediments facing political parties Indonesia. Ultimately, we seek to answer this central question: Are Indonesian political parties culturally function as an effective institution for democratic consolidation or merely as featureless for elite power capture? Yeah. Okay, thank you, Sita. Let's start with the fundamental definition and function of this possible political institution. A political party is an organization formed by a group of citizens who have the same goal of fighting for the interests of society to political change. Political parties function as a means to channel people aspiration, shape opinion, and act as a link between the people and the government in a democracy system. Uh, Ontological, a political party is a harmonized organization whose members share a common ideological stage and whose primary goal is the legitimate equation and exercise of state power, typically through the electoral process. Partial parties serve dual democratic function, interest articulation, and aggregation. They take a fragment public domain and combine them into a coherent policy platform. They transform public noise into governmental language. Political socialization and recruitment. They educate uh, citizens on political value and simulation. They serve as the HR department for democracy. Recruiting and training future leaders to account legislative and executive roles. Next, elaboration onto other essential function. One, conflict management. In a high heterogeneous society like ours, disagreement are neutral party provide a structure, institutional, uh, institutional, a neutral party provide a structure. Uh, for example, one is Golkar, two Gerindra, and three itu PDI. Akan the opposition party play a vital oversight role. They the governance action, answering to the role of law and holding the ruling coalition accountable for policy value. The system of check and balance is critical uh, for preventing the abuse of power. Next, next, uh, function of political party. In practice, political party carry out various important functions, including political recruitment tools, political education, interest articulation and aggregation, democracy, conflict management, political participation, and governance, control, and oversight. Next, according to Miriam Budiarto, question by Jihan Amalia Shamida, the function of political party, including the follow, as a man of political, as a means of political socialization, as a means of political recruitment, as a means of conflict management, interest articulation function, interest aggregation function, and the last one is policy making function. Next, according for Tujian Amalia Shahida, the function of political party is in line with Article 11, paragraph 1 of the political party law, namely as a means political education for members and the wider community to become Indonesian citizens aware of their right and obligation in social, national, and state life, creating a treatment conducive to the unity and integrity of the Indonesian nation for the welfare of the people, absorbing, gathering, and channeling the political aspiration of the people in formulation and assimilation step forward. Political participation of Indonesian citizens. Political recruitment in the process of filling political position through democracy mechanism taking into account gender equality and justice. Next, is a party system. Moving from the organization itself to the context it operates in, we analyze party system. This refers to the enduring pattern of competition and interacting among party within a state. There are two main types. A party system is the pattern of mechanism a relationship between political party in a country, relating to how does party compete, coalition, and participate in government. The system describes the number of parties that play a significant role and how they interact in political process, such election and government formation. Next, there are three main types. One party system. Uh, there is only one officially recognized political party in power. Other parties are not allowed to accept or participate in the election. The government and political party are united. There is no opposition. Number two is two-party system. There are only two major parties that dominate and compete for governance. One party is in power and the other is in opposition. Smaller parties usually don't have much influence. United Kingdom, from the conservative, conservative and Labour. Three is multi-party system. There are more than two political parties actively participation and elections. Usually, a party must form a polity to form a government. The system reflects the political and society and social diversity of society. With that, let's transition from the global theory to the critical analysis of the Indonesian context. Next, Azura.
Rafaela, we must ground our discussion in the legal reality in Indonesia. The operation of political parties are codified, notably in Law Number 2 of 2008 by Law Number 2 of 2011 on political parties. The quality of political parties in Indonesia is considered low. This is evident in their weak ideology, cadre development system, and representational function within the community. Most parties are more focused on power and short-term interest than on building an ideological base and consistently championing the aspiration of the people. Furthermore, pragmatic political practice have also led to a decline in public trust in political parties. Parties often lack transparency in their fund management and money politics and power struggles among internal elites persist. This law imposes a legal obligation on parties to 1. Conduct comprehensive political education for the public. 2. Absorb and channel the aspirations of the people into concrete policies. 3. Maintain internal democratic mechanisms ensuring transparency in recruitment and funding. The emphasis here is that the functions Rafaela mentioned are not merely theoretical ideals. They are legal responsibilities that parties must uphold to justify their existence and access state funding. Next slide. In the 2019 election, the first simultaneous election in Indonesia, PDIP won with the most votes around. Thanks to the Jokowi effect, the influence of Joko Widodo's popularity as the party's presidential candidate. This increased the party's electability effectively starting from recruitment and cadre formation, socialization to mobilizing public participation through campaigns according to setcap.go.id 2019. PDIP also demonstrated strong political communication skill and support networks down to the regional level. Despite these clear legal mandates, many political analysts argued that the quality of parties in Indonesia is currently low. This creates a quality paradox where the quantity of party is high but their institutional quality is poor. Two major issues stand out. First, weak ideology. Many parties are defined more by personality and pragmatism than by clear coincidence. Ideological platforms E.G. Liberal, Socialist, Conservative. This lack of ideological groundings make them volatile and prone to policy reversals. Second, oligarchy tendencies internal party democracy is often compromised. Decision making is centralized in the hands of a few dominant figures. The elite leading to limit mobility for grassroots members. This fuels money politics and dependence on central figures rather than meritocracy. Next slide. However, they still face challenges such as dependence on inter-party coalitions and weak internal cadre development. The 2019 PDIP case demonstrates that political parties function not only to seize power but also to play a role in political education, channeling public aspiration and maintaining government stability. Let's illustrate this with a contemporary case. The recent trend of inter-party coalition dynamics demonstrates the pragmatic shift. Consider the information of major coalition for the last president cycle. The primary driving force was often electoral pragmatism, securing enough votes to meet the threshold, and patronage distribution dividing up potential cabinet position. rather than deep ideological alignment. For example, parties with historical opposing viewpoints often form alliances purely for the sake of power capture. This transactional nature highlights how the pursuit of power often supersedes ideological consistency, blurring the lines for voters and weakening the party system as a whole.
Thank
With
you,
that, I
Azra.
return the time to our moderator Rita for the conclusion.
Okay, thank you, Azura, for that critical assessment. In summary, or analysis show that while political parties are the stable engine of Indonesian democracy, structural impediments, weak ideology, oligarchy structure, and prevalence of pragmatic over principle political have hindered their institutional quality. The future of democratic consolidation in Indonesia hinges on internal party reform, demanding great transparency, strengthening cadre development, and shifting their focus from being mere election machine to become true responsive institutional of public service. We believe comprehensive presentation warrants political discussion. We are now pleased to open the for our question and answer session. We ask that you limit your question to of for the first round. Okay. Let's open to session of question. First,
I want
first,
to ask,
wait. For session to any question.
I want to ask you for you guys
Yeah.
2 questions.
Uh,
Uh,
okay.
for the first, what is the definition of political party according to the presentation? And number 2 is, what are the main function of political parties mentioned in your PPT?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, I will answer a question from Chantika. Question number 1. What is the definition of political party according to the presentations? Right. A political party is an organization formed by citizens who share common goals and aim to fight for societal interests through political means. Answer number 2. What are the main functions of political parties mentioned in the PPT? The PPT explained that political parties function as 1. Political recruitment tools, 2. Political education agents, 3. Channels for articulating and aggregating interest, 4. Instrument for democratic conflict management, 5. Mechanisms from public participation, 6. Government monitoring and oversight. And now, Chantika.
Enough. Thank you, Jura.
My pleasure.
Third argument.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Thank you so much. So I would like to respond with a counter argument to Azura answer and Chantika question. The first one, I think, however, some scholars argue that modern political parties often deviate from this ideal purpose. Instead of genuinely representing people interests, and many party operate more like power-driven organization focused on winning election rather than serving the public. And the last one is like, even though this function sounds ideal, in practice, many political parties fail to fulfill them consistently. So, like for example, recruitment often prioritize popularity and money rather than capability, which is reduce the quality of political leadership. So, thank you so much for the listen my argument.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Noval, for the objection. Session 2, I have two questions. Any question?
Okay, thank you. I have two questions for you guys. So the first one is like, according to Miriam Budiwarjo, what function do political parties have? And the last one is like, what types of party system were discussed in PPT, like in this room chat. Thank you so much.
Okay. Uh, I will answer Noval question. Uh, According to Miriam Budiarjo, political party function as instruments of political communication, socialization, recruitment, conflict management, and interest agreement. Uh, for question 2, also classifying party system into this category is common. Some political scientists argue that hybrid from exist in practice, especially in developing democracy. For example, Indonesian is multi-party system. Uh, Often we have like a dominant coalition system, which is not fully captured by the three basic types. Okay, thank you, Rafaela. Now, I want to refute my answer. Nevertheless, critics argue that Indonesian political parties have not yet fully institutionalized this function. Many party activities are still personality-centered rather than system-oriented, making the function ineffective in real governance. Argument 2 also classifying party system into these categories in common. Some political science argue that hybrid from exist in practice, especially in developing democracies. For example, Indonesia multi-party system often behaves like a dominant coalition system, which is not fully captured by three basic types. Okay. Any question more?
May I ask 2 questions more, guys? Okay, the first question is how the quality of the political parties in Indonesian described. And the second question is what does the case study of PDIP in the 2019 election show?
Okay, for first question, on the other hand, some argue that Indonesian, the PPT state that the quality is uh, relative low due to weak ideology for country development, lack of transparency, and the dominance of pragmatic political interests. For second question, the case study show that PDIP won the highest votes due to the Jokowi effect, strong cadre networks, and effective political communication.
Okay.
Argument?
Okay, thank you. Okay, I would like provide a counter argument to the 2 question and their answer.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one, on the other hand, some argue that Indonesian parties have gradually improved, especially in terms of digital campaigns, policy discussion forum, and youth engagement. Although progress is slow, it indicates a positive in institutional development. And the last one, so Jokowi effect, strong cadre network, and effective political communication. I think still the case also highlight in the PDIP is weakness, such as reliance on coalition partners and limited internal cadre regeneration. This suggests that electoral success doesn't automatically reflect strong institutional capacity. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Noval, for your argument.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So excellent engagement from our side. Thank you, Chantika and Noval, for engaging that session so effectively, and thank you to the audience for your penetrating question. We have reached the conclusion of our presentation. We hope our analysis offers a clear picture of the complexity and the challenge facing political parties today. We appreciate your time and critical attention. We are open to your discussion offline. Thank you. Conclusion. Political parties in Indonesia remain relatively low performing. This is due to weak party ideologies, ineffective cadre development, and a party orientation and college power struggle of serving the public interest. Furthermore, low transparency and the prevalence of pragmatic political have eroded the public trust in political parties. Therefore, internal party reform is intended through the strengthening ideologies, increasing accountability, and commitment to democratic values so that political parties can function optimally as key pillars of the Indonesian political system. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you
you, Faith.
everyone. Thank you.
Ya, udah mati, cowok. Teman-teman